Well, I'm known as the grumpy vlogger. I'll gripe and complain longer. Please do me the adieu and kindly view me on YouTube.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone else throughout the world, all the ships at sea. How y'all doing, my friends? Yeah, let's just jump right into this. I see the little swirly thing, so somebody's outside smoking a cigarette, but we will bring him in. Ah, there he is. Okay. Let me bring in co-host numero uno, the man with the golden voice and the shaggy beard. Hey, Mel, how you doing? I'll bring you other two clowns in a little bit.
Hello, Lloyd. I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. Oh, my
You
goodness.
you make fun of my shaggy beard, but I'm keeping warm this winter.
That's true. Yeah, I redid a little bit of stuff today. I realized at the last minute that I didn't have all my intros going along like I wanted them to, so I had to redo it. I forgot to hit that A bus to turn it to go live. So the beginning of the timer kind of like, yeah. The shaggy voice and the golden beard, T-Bird says.
There you go.
Let's just go ahead and bring in my number two co-host.
Bob.
And
Jim.
Let's bring him in.
Yeah.
Hey, Art, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. So, I'm not going to mess around here. I put this guy on. I left him in the green room the last time he tried to come on, and he just gave up. And then we've missed and everything. And I don't want Jim to think that I don't appreciate him being here. So let's just get him right in. Hey, Jim, you're on live.
Well, since he's not your running mate anymore, you told me you don't care. So which is it?
I didn't want him to think that either, you know.
He brought you on last week, Mel, and right after that, I was in the green room, sat there for 20. I'm laughing with Ron Lockwood in the chat and stuff and on the phone. I never saw it.
No, clueless. Zoom, right over the top of my head. Yeah, it was one of those.
Jim, you need to get a video clip of a squirrel dancing around on the screen or something, and play that in your green room, and then he'll notice it. See,
then
he'll see the squirrel.
Yeah, I'll see the squirrel.
Are we on another screen? Because I know you've got two screens, right?
No, it's directly below, just like you use StreamYards, right?
Yeah,
it's the same.
What I'm doing is I'm using vMix for my camera setup, and then I, like people use OBS on StreamYards, I'm using vMix. But I take and pull the browser. Yeah, thank you, Art. I pull the browser and put it right in front of me, so it looks like I'm actually looking at the audience. I'm really looking at you guys so I can see what's going on.
That does help, though. Yeah,
that he doesn't see because people sit in the green room for.
Well, yeah, it's because I have the window narrowed up, so everything's down below. If I just open it up like that, well, then I can see everybody. Actually, that's what I ought to do. But
you sat there too, didn't you, Mel? Weren't you sitting there for a while?
Yeah. I left Mel there too. Yeah. I'm bad.
And then was it that week or the week before? He didn't even send out the links for the StreamYard link.
I sent out the one from the week before. Yeah.
The wrong one. Yeah.
Yeah, I sent out the wrong one. So, hey, you guys are lucky you didn't get the one from my podcast, so. But I've changed that now. I'm using my Power Director 365 actually, I'm using vMix to record it. Just drop it over into Power Director and just upload it like a video, like I normally do. But I use Audio Director to strip the audio out, and then I put that on the podcast links or the podcast host. So
I just wiped that Cyberlink all off the computer. I needed the room on my C drive.
Yeah, because if you save everything or you have it back it up to Cyberlink, it also backs it all up to your hard drive. And
All those
it goes-
packages that come, those creative oh my God,
Yeah.
they take up
Yeah.
gigabytes of space.
Oh yeah. So, oh, shut up.
I mean, they're cool. And Cyberlink, I love Cyberlink. It's an easy
Yeah.
program.
Yeah.
I just went with DaVinci for other reasons. Art, I see that haircut, Art.
Yeah, he got a haircut. Speaking of shaggy beards, he does have his little goatee.
Still got to wash his face.
Well, now it's looking like Hitler there, that little that mustache.
Yeah, you can't even see the peach fuzz below it.
Is it like Hitler kissing a goat's butt?
Telling you, a little just for men goes a long way.
Yeah.
You guys, speaking of all that stuff, I'm going to see if I've still got this because I want to share it because I think everybody will get a kick out of it. Go ahead. Don't wait on me. I'm looking for a file here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right.
Can I tell a joke?
Absolutely.
While we wait? Okay.
Yeah, go
What
ahead.
do you call two lesbians floating down the river?
Fun
Fur traders.
for traders.
Not nowadays.
What do you call two lesbians in a closet?
Liquor
Shame.
cabinet.
A liquor cabinet.
Liquor cabinet. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, is that Lloyd knew that one.
Whose show did you use that on?
Oh,
No, you used it on your own show because
Yeah, I
Ken Heron
did.
was on, and he just like
yep. Yep. That's right.
he just yeah. I remember that now. Yeah.
What was that joke? Liquor in the front, poker in the rear.
Yeah, that's for
Oh,
the
that
for
was-
the bar.
That was my combination casino and liquor store. Because we have gambling here in Colorado.
Right.
Called
yeah,
Art's Place. Liquor in the front and poker in the rear.
Bob Casey says you've been manscaping. Jim has been manscaping.
Yeah. Have you
The
been
lawnmower.
manscaping, Jim?
I love the way they name that stuff. The lawnmower. That kills me.
So, Jim, what have you been up to lately?
I just got this new damn thing I have to learn for DaVinci Resolve. It's the speed editor.
Oh, okay.
And
Did it make it any faster?
yeah, it does. It's pretty cool, actually. And it's free. It came with the DaVinci Resolve 17 I bought.
I see.
Oh, okay. Well, I heard you talking about that on. Was that on Matt's show? When were you? Or was it Adrian's show?
I don't know, but don't you know they did it to me again? You know, I have DaVinci Resolve 16 already, and I got the
Right.
dongle version, which
Yeah.
comes with a dongle and a chip, an SD card that you stick in there. So these guys had me waiting for over a month. And let me see if I can find it here. Anyway, they sent me the wrong damn thing. They sent me an activation card for DaVinci Resolve 16.
Oh,
Oh wow.
It was an accident. They're going to replace it with 17
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Good.
because that's Adorama. See, B&H told me to go kiss my own butt, but Adorama says, "Hey, we got you."
There.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
a story about Adorama if you want to hear it. But first,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
found on the internet a picture that I think everyone will get a kick out of seeing. This
We
is a
making fun of me?
This is a picture of Jim Boyd
Okay.
24 years ago.
Okay.
Okay, so let me
Right.
share my screen. See, share
Was that
screen.
before the toupee?
Oh,
That's Adrian's shtick. That's not your shtick.
select window. I think it's number 2. Yep. Okay. Allow. Okay. I'm sharing my screen. And when you get it full screen there, I will click
There
on.
it is.
Now this is in photo viewer now. Okay. So this is
Right.
Jim Boyd, 27 years ago.
24.
Yeah, something like that.
See that Fu
Same
Manchu
friggin'
there, Jim?
mustache. Same friggin' mustache.
You like
Trimmed
that?
down
Oh
the
my
end.
God.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh,
There you go, Jim. Yeah, that's what you need to do.
you know, I knew a guy in high school who used to shave his back. He had such, you know, he was just a hairy guy.
In high school, the
that's
swim
because
team.
you helped him.
The guys shaved anything they had hair. They shaved it in the swim team.
Yeah. Yeah, same style mustache there, Bob Casey says.
No harm, no foul there, Jim.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Tammy found that and showed it to me.
Yeah, I guess, did you send it to me or did somebody else send it to me? I think you sent it to me.
I think I sent it to you.
Yeah, that's like.
You didn't send it to me. You sent me that political one. Well, not political. It was honor veterans, paramedics, stuff like that. Police.
That's why it got sent to you. It got sent to a bunch of people.
Grant says after that, I think I need to call my lawyer. Okay. I thank you, Ron. At least you put it up there so I can see it, you know.
Oh, man.
There. Ron was in the green room. That's what you got to do. It's because the way I got this set up, I can't.
And wow, Ron really is in a green room.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
How'd you get his attention, Ron?
I put in the chat, I'm in the green room.
Oh.
Yeah.
I actually,
that works
I've got the chat side by side, so I'm sort of semi-paying attention.
Yeah, Ron and I had a good time last week. We were laughing.
Yeah.
Let's see if he notices. Nope.
I had it just went right over the top of my head. You know, I can blame it on lack of sleep because I haven't been getting, I'm getting a couple, 2 or 3 hours here and there, a couple hours there. I say I'm always leaving somebody's show to go take a nap. That's because I need to take a nap before bedtime because I'll be awake all night at bedtime. Judy wakes up at my bedtime and I'm up with her all night. So it's like, okay. But boy, was I in trouble today. She got a little, I had a problem understanding what kind of sandwich she wanted. And she said it three times. And I asked her straight out, is this the kind you want? And she says, I want it. And she explained it again, but the words weren't all matching. Well, anyways, I screwed up and got her the wrong kind. And she was ticked because, she was frustrated. She says, damn it, I just can't say it. She can get them, when it comes to chewing my butt out good, she can get that down perfect. But when it comes to the getting all the right words there, so she had kind of
the word Lloyd and a whole bunch of potty language all in the same sentence.
Pretty much, yeah. Hey, let me do some real quick welcoming of everybody before I get too far down the right. I'm already too far. But anyways, we got Jody. We got Grant, who was first here. Jody was second. Let's see. Of course, we got 400 AGL and Arco Drone Solutions. Jaybird. Let's see who else we got down here. We got Tammy, Johnny Drone Flyer, Of and Beyond Drones. Hey, Jim, you're not in the green room this time. I saw that. Sunrise Water Media. Oh my God, it's Lloyd. Yes.
Oh, Steve changed his name to SC Aerials. Okay.
SC Aerials. Yeah. It took me a couple
I'm sorry,
times to figure
Steve.
that out.
Yeah, I just clicking now. Sorry.
Yeah. Thunderbird 6, welcome.
South Carolina.
Bob Casey. Yep. And Steve Carpenter, SC Aerials.
Hey, Ron.
Let's see who else we got here.
Okie Production.
Okie Productions, Matt. Yes, I also saw that Ron was here from my mind just went blank.
Ron Brown?
Ron Brown. He just put
right?
his name. I was thinking of Drone Nation, but he just logged in as Ron Brown this time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for, Drone Nation, and this time he comes in under his name.
Drone Nation, formerly known as Xeno Nation or something.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's dropped the formerly known as. And Billy Tompkins just popped in. So, of course, Okie Productions, Matt, he's our token millennial, But,
well, it tripped me out before the show. I had the StreamYards open on this screen, and I got the who was that? YouTube on the big set, and the time difference.
Yeah.
The lag is.
It's the
about a 3-second lag, 3 or 4 second, or sometimes
It was a
it's
little
longer
more
now.
actually.
Actually, when you
Yeah.
go live, it gets bigger. The
Oh, does it?
delay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it gets up to about a 30-second delay sometimes.
Yep.
And yeah, but
Steve
Anyways.
says that's what happens to you old farts. We all forget everything.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately,
about
I
that.
came on just at the time that Mel was sharing his photo of Jim.
Oh, you saw that?
I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
yeah.
geez.
Yeah. So,
You know, the
that's
guy unbuttons his shirt and the mustache just keeps going.
Yeah, it keeps going. Yeah.
A great party trick.
Captain Ray just joined us. Glad to see you here.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been trying to do, because I haven't been doing the vlogging because, as I've said I said in your show and stuff, I'm using my phone when I'm out to monitor Judy, so I can't use it to record with, and I don't want to take a second camera with me to hook up just for that. I can do these I can do these. Well, they're basically a vlog, but they're video podcast. I can do them real quick, put them up there, 20 minutes, they're up there, and I can strip out the audio very quickly, send it to the podcast link or host, and it's done.
Do any of you guys have a Google phone number? I just, because I always use Magic Jack for my voice over internet, and I have that on the telephone. But somebody was telling me, Art, I think you remember this. We were talking about it. You can get a Google phone number for free.
Well,
And
Really?
yeah, and it has an app and everything. So I just put it on there. It's just called Voice.
Voice.
Oh wow.
But it's a separate you get to pick your telephone number. It's not there on that one. It says Voice.
oh,
Oh, that would
But-
be kind of cool.
You just press it and it comes up with your contacts,
Right.
But it also has the dial pad. So it's like a free. Why should I pay for Magic Jack if I have that?
Yeah.
Could
What
use
I'm
that as a
thinking
free
is-
business number.
It also would be kind of cool to have, like for what I'm doing here, of course I do this video wise anyway. So, but to have call-in guests, something like that. I wonder if I could route that into vMix. I'd have to look at that.
I don't know because they have that. They went to that Meet and that Duo
Yeah, the duo.
when they got away from Hangouts, and I don't
Yeah.
understand those two. It's like private,
Just
but yet
use
they
the-
say you could teach a classroom.
Just use it as an audio input.
I would just use the input that you have in vMix already rather
Yeah,
than trying to
yeah,
add something else to the.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, because I don't have to.
The more I'm a firm believer, the more stuff you try to add in, the more things you have that can go
Yeah.
On a
wrong.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the problem with the original OBS. Nay had me going with the two panels on the side were going to be Skype. Remember that?
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I'm doing a multi-panel like this, now see, I can do this live, and then I can just go back to go right into StreamYards and just download the video. Well, or download the audio if I want to. Like if I were to have a couple of guests on, more than two guests or more than one guest, I could do it this way and then download the audio. And
you edit before you upload, right?
I don't.
You
Well,
don't?
Not now. Not the way I'm doing it now. Other than, well, like today, for example, today's vlog, right in the middle of it, because I've been doing this funny news stuff, which is about a third of the show, about half the show, and right in the middle of it, I hear this thump, 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 because I keep this here so that I can keep an eye on Judy. Well, I'd left the phone in the other room, and she'd been trying to get hold of me, so. She beats on the wall, which is just, the bathroom wall is just the other side of this, so I can hear her that way. It's like, okay, yeah, I need to get back in there and.
Oh, that's right. You moved you moved from the other bedroom to that end.
bedroom.
So now you're a lot
so you
closer.
I can get yelled at a lot easier. But anyways, I stay in trouble a lot more too. But anyway, so right in the middle of it, I said, well, just hang on, everybody. And I stopped my recording. And then when I came back, I just sat down right where I was at. I hit the record button again, and it did a part 1 and part 2. And then I just used the 3.6, the Power Director 365. I just put them together in one, produced it, and it's almost seamless break.
It's so easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like
Power Director.
And because all of my introductions, everything is done right on vMix. All I'm doing is using vMix to record, and then popping it up with Power Director, and it's just like, and then I open up Audio Director, drop the same full finished file in there, and after I produce it, drop it into the audio editor, click produce as an MP3, and it gives me the audio, which I can then put on my either Anchor or which is it Anchor that uses Spotify? I think so.
I don't know what Anchor is, but I have Spotify.
Okay, Anchor is a podcasting host in which you can put your audio podcast up there.
Oh my God! Another one?
Oh yeah, but they're owned by Spotify, so
okay.
So they put everything on Spotify automatically, and because it's actually really nice to have it. So, and with Anchor you can get monetized. You actually do your own. Yeah, you do your own commercials. You want to have it monetized. They have your little script you read. Hi, this is the Grumpy Vlogger. Have you thought about podcasting? Try.
That's cool, though. What the hell? Why not?
Yeah. You get a little bit of money here and there, and I haven't got squat yet because I don't have enough people downloading and subscribing. But,
I wish there was one aggregator. Hey, Matt Condiff joined us.
Hey, Matt. All right.
I wish there was one podcast aggregator, because when I go and look for these different ones that do Da Vinci and color grading, and they're all on different stupid. You can't get them on. Sorry, Ron.
No, I was just going to say, hey, Mel, I got a couple pictures for you. I called my
blondes or brunettes.
This is a blonde.
He didn't say it was a girl yet, though.
No, I didn't. I called my boss on Friday. I said, hey, I'm coming over. I was going over to see my friend that had COVID and it hasn't been doing well. And I always stop. He's 3 miles from where I died. And it was kind of funny. I texted him, say, hey, are you going to be there tomorrow? He's like, yeah, I should be. Well, as it turns out, after I texted him on Friday, a rancher on one of the properties that he leases said spotted a lion. And so he called his hunter from Michigan, said, get your ass here now. Hunter picked up and left like instantly. And because they got about a foot of snow over there right now. And so the funny thing is I didn't know this until I pulled in to his place first. And I pulled in and his wife came out and I said, hey, is Ralph here? She goes, no. Matter of fact, he just texted me and said, if you come pull in to meet him where he helped you last year. Exactly. I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, oh, I looked over at Nancy and I'm like, oh dear God. And I know exactly. I got a mule deer last year down but my hunter shot him up top, but that deer took off and went clear to the bottom of this canyon.
They always do.
I knew where he was at. I'm like, oh, this is not going to be fun. Anyhow, we went to the ranch. We drove on the property. Sure enough, I went down there and that's where they were. They needed help getting this lion out of there. It was a 160-pound lion.
Wow.
But I got some pictures of it. We got it up to the taxidermy shop. There's the paw of this thing. That's Nancy's hand.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's a
Yeah.
big boy.
And then
Yes.
here's the kitty. Here's the teeth on this thing.
Come in, come in, come in. Little more. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
There's some
yeah.
chompers on that thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then here's the lion itself.
Made for ripping meat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of them in California jumping on people on those trails in the mountains and all that. But damn,
Yeah.
it's a
Not,
big one.
not so far in the mountains either, Jim.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
they'll
like,
come down into. They've come down into L.A. a few times.
yeah, you know, people in Ramona and Valley Center and stuff, you could just be out walking down the road and one will come by.
Yeah.
That's a 160-pound
one.
kitty.
I got one by my house.
Yeah.
It looks like a bobcat, but I don't know.
I just couldn't believe the size of that paw. And Nancy, I mean, she's got small hands, but still, look at the size of that paw. It's her hand.
That's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, we have been getting more and more mountain lions coming in, or cougars, or whatever you want to call them, depending on which part of the world you're from.
Yeah, which part of the world you're at. Yeah.
Yeah, but we've been getting more and more of those in Oklahoma. One year, we were in our camping trailer. You know, it's just it was a bumper hitch trailer. It's a nice one. It's a new one. And Judy got up and was wandering around, and we were camping at a state campground, just kicking back, relaxing, and everything. And Judy, we'd all gone to bed, and Judy couldn't sleep as usual. It was nighttime. She doesn't sleep at night. I swear she's part vampire. But anyway, oops, I said that on live mic, didn't I? Anyways.
Well, your schedule's got to be screwed up too.
Oh, it is. Yeah. But so she was up, and she come in there and wakes me up and says, I think I heard a mountain lion. I said, really? And she said, whatever it was, it sent a cold chill down her spine. So, and it was right outside the window of our trailer. One of those things are only aluminum sided. One swipe with those claws. And so the next day, I went outside to check it, just to make sure, to see if, because I said, it's possible there are not that many around here, but there are. And there was a paw print about that big around right outside of our trailer. I mean, literally right down below the window, looking at, you could tell it was trying to figure out whether it wanted to go to trouble of trying to get in or not. But yeah,
it's amazing what they will do. Last fall into almost winter, one day I was over there working that week, and I'm coming up from the barn, and I'm coming up part of the driveway. The house is off to my right, and then more of the driveway is about 300 or 400 yards long. But I see this Suburban pulling in, and it was one of the hunters that I knew that had been there that week, and they had tagged out. They were out sightseeing, and they pulled in. They stopped, and I'm like, I didn't think anything of it, and I kept walking, and then I looked out of my right eye, and I saw one of the 3-year-old grandkids coming out of the house, and all of a sudden that hunter just blasted on the horn. I'm like, what in the world is going on? And we're here on the other side, on the north side of the house, south side of the house, was the damn mountain lion, 12 noon, sitting outside the lodge. I have a funny feeling that he was looking in the window and he could see all the deer heads inside the lodge. But he was just sitting on his hindquarters, his tail was just wagging, and that the one little 3-year-old grandkid come out of the front of the house. That could have been a catastrophe,
Oh, yeah.
12 noon. It's like, I don't think that mountain lion had any idea what we do for a living there.
Yeah.
We hunt you.
Obviously not.
Yeah.
He didn't
They're
get
brazen
that mention
sometimes.
that he'll be up on the wall. pretty
Yeah.
soon.
Exactly.
A couple of his friends are up on the wall.
Yeah,
He
I
was
gotta
waiting
ask
for
you.
lunch to come out. Yeah.
Maybe that's what he was doing, visiting his family.
Yeah,
What do
Yeah, you can look at it that way too. You know, you got his uncle and brother hanging on the wall in the lodge.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe
yeah,
he's
paying
looking
a
for
little
revenge.
last respects. Yeah. Yeah.
Ron, what do you do with the meat? You know, I know you take the carcass
They
and
actually, I
the
was
skin.
talking to Ralph about that the other day, and the back straps and the hind quarters. That a lot of people eat it. They say it's really good. But the front on this one was pretty destroyed. The guy had shot it 3 times.
Rapid
He said
fire.
that after the 3rd shot, it was still living, and finally it came down. It was getting ready to come down, and Ralph said, you know, even though the hunter has to shoot it, you know, because Ralph's the outfitter, but
Right. The
the
hunter
has to shoot it. But he pulled his pistol. He pulled his 357 out just in case, you know.
Yeah.
But it came down, and yeah, it finally died.
How bad did it tear up the skin on the?
Not bad enough.
hide?
I'll tell you what. My boss is actually a taxidermist as well. He works some magic. I remember my first funny story. My first buck I ever got in Wyoming. I got a big 8-point. Matter of fact, this guy right here, yeah, right there. This guy right there. The first time I was ever over there hunting, and I had the deer on I guess they call it like a luggage carrier on the back of a Suzuki Trooper, I think it was. Well, here the damn head had fallen off and was dragging on the ground. We're coming down this dirt road, like 2 miles, and we got to the main highway, and the guide that I was with realized, like, oh shit. He went back, and the horns were just like somebody put on a belt sander.
Oh
And
man!
you know, it's my first Wyoming deer.
Right.
Oh man!
Ralph worked his magic and with the taxidermy, and he did a phenomenal job. You can't tell it. It's
that super glue is still holding, huh?
Those mule deer can't tell.
super glue and Pastor Bear should do anything.
Wyoming whitetail. This is a Wyoming whitetail with the Rodney Bell hat.
Right.
And that is a Pennsylvania whitetail. You can kind of see the difference in the size of the horns.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Different size of the deer too.
oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah.
Did you guys get mule deer up in that part of the
Oh
country?
God, yeah.
Those muleys are big.
Yeah, we've got some big muleys here.
That's always where we went hunting, up in the Pocono Mountains. From Long Island,
Poconos, yeah.
up to Pennsylvania.
A lot of bear there. There's one of my bigger whitetails I had this year for one of my hunters. He was big buck. Yeah.
Wow, look at that rack.
Yeah, he was a happy hunter.
God. I'll bet.
And then one of the bigger muleys I got this year. There's my friend Don. My friend who's had COVID and got sick. He got a beautiful mule deer this year. I got him this one here.
Oh yeah.
It was a bruiser.
Oh, there it is.
Look at you can see the size difference right there. That's
that's a head.
Yeah, big deer. Big
Look at the
horns,
rack.
big deer.
Yep.
Yeah.
they are huge. You get a lot of meat out of them. Yeah.
Yeah, we get
That's
some
all I
big
ever hunted
boys
until I
over
moved
here.
to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
These whitetail we get down here in Oklahoma, they look like yearlings for a mule. Actually, they're smaller than most yearlings in a mule deer. You know.
Yeah.
And you get 80 pounds of meat off of them. You've done something. You've accomplished something. You know. But
we did a lot more drinking than we did hunting because in the Poconos you get a lot of guys who come up from New York City and they just want to fire off their guns.
Yep.
You'll be all set up with your camp. You got your 30-06 ready to go hunting and all that. And all here is bam, 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 bam. There ain't a deer within 5 miles of that crap.
yeah,
So you just start drinking.
The funniest
I used to.
story, Lloyd, I ever had over there was, I'll never forget this to this day. Last thing I expected in the little tiny town of Sundance, Wyoming. You can drive through Sundance in about 2 minutes.
And see a film festival too.
Yeah. And one of my hunters tagged out one Saturday morning. It was early. It was like 7:30 in the morning. And we have 2 butchers, one in Sundance and about 50 miles the other direction in Gillette, Wyoming. We come into Sundance, and I opened up the door, and there was the place was packed. I'm like, who the hell is all this? And I started looking around. I'm like, oh my God, it was the whole clan from Duck Dynasty. All those clowns from that show, Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
Were all in there. The film crews were in there. And what a bunch of ball busters. Oh my God.
I've never seen that show.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't expect that on a Saturday morning,
On a Saturday morning. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I used to love it during, last time I went elk hunting up in Colorado, me and a couple buddies spent the week out there hunting. And, we're just busting through the woods and, Colorado, they've got huge, like up where you're at, huge mountains, ravines. You got to go up and down. Just, so it's a long shot across it. It might be 150 yards straight across, but guarantee you it's 1.5 miles to go down, back up again to get to anything, And we're standing up on a ridge line, and because we hear all of this shooting going on, and we can see over there, and these guys are just, there's like 4 or 5 guys just shooting the crap out of something, and they're just shooting and shooting and shooting. Now, it was actually during deer season, come to think of it, because they were shooting, and what they were shooting at was a bull elk, but it was during deer season. I said,
they didn't know.
We yelled at them. We yelled at them to stop, and finally we got around and told them. We met them when they were coming back up to their vehicle, and they were mad at us for, we said, leave it alone, leave it alone. Well, they come up there. I said, why were you shooting at that? I said, well, did you see the size of that mule deer? I said, no, but I saw the size of that bull elk you were trying to kill out of season. I said, let me guess, you're from California, right?
Hey, now.
How'd you know? Sure. They were from California. Those are the ones who can afford to come to Colorado and pay their outrageous hunting fees for out-of-state hunting back then and all that. Those were the ones, they had more money than brains because they had no clue what they were doing when it came to hunting.
You'd be surprised. I had a hunter 2 years ago. He's like, oh my God. He goes, is that a bison? I'm like, no. Is it a bear? No, it's a cow.
We had guys in up in the Uncompadres mountains. Yeah, well, the other end of the valley where the Uncompadres are at, and these ranchers that ranched up there, well, they just started every year just writing on here, this is a cow, with white paint on all their cattle. And they marked on both sides, big white paint, or big yellow, whatever it took. This is a cow, because they lost quite a few. Lost a few head to these, out-of-state hunters that don't have, or city slickers that had no clue what a cow was. And,
well, it's just even down in the South, they have that same kind of problem.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There was a guy from Chicago came down to Alabama or someplace Mississippi, deer hunting, and he shot a deer, and it ran across the field, kind of jumped a little fence that divided two separate landowners' properties, and 50, 60 yards the other side of the fence, it laid down and died. So this guy from Chicago thought, well, okay, I got to go get my deer now. So he walked over there and climbed over the fence and was about to get his deer, and about then the landowner drove up on his tractor. What are you doing on my land? He says, well, I'm here to get my deer. He said, that ain't your deer. That's my deer. It's on my land. And the guy says, well, I'm from Chicago. I'm not from here. And I'm a lawyer up there. I'm a well-known lawyer. And I'll sue you for that deer. I shot that deer. It's my deer. And the Alabama farmer says, no, that ain't how we do it around here. He says, down here we use the 3-kick rule. And the attorney says, well, what do you mean 3-kick rule? And the farmer says, well, you're trespassing on my land right now without my permission. That's my deer. If you want to use the 3-kick rule, we'll decide who wins the deer by I get to start because it's my land. I kick you 3 times, you kick me 3 times, and whoever's last man standing gets the deer. And this lawyer guy says, well, in his brain he's thinking, this old farmer ain't no way in the world he can beat me at this. I work out 3 days a week and this and that and blah, blah, blah. So the lawyer says, well, all right, we'll do it your way. You get to go first, huh? And the farmer says, yep. So the farmer climbed down off his tractor and he kicked that lawyer 3 times. First time right in the groin, and the second time in the side of the ribs, and the third time right in the face. The lawyer picked himself up, wiped the blood out of his mouth, brushed a little bit of dirt off, and he said, okay, old man, now it's my turn. And the old farmer said, nope, you can have the deer. I give up.
It's very similar to Buddy Hackett's duck joke they told on the Tonight Show.
Yeah, I think I remember that one. God, that was an old one. That was a long time ago. But I hadn't heard that joke, Mel.
Who was it? Somebody was rolling on the floor after they heard that.
Oh, who was it? I'm gonna have to go back because I bet you it's on YouTube. Because, it's got to be. So
I love when Jonathan Winters used to go on there.
Oh God, I missed it. Yeah, that was some old days, man.
That guy could improv, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. He was Jonathan Winters. He was a couple bulbs shy of a full pack, though. He really was.
Yeah.
Those old guys were great. Buddy Hackett, Jonathan Winters.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
I met Jonathan Winters.
Who was the guy on Carol Burnett?
Tim Conway.
Tim Conway. Oh my God, he was hysterical.
Yeah.
The best one is the elephant story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh my God, that is. It's like.
retell it. I don't know it.
Oh, you don't know it?
Well,
you need to go watch it on YouTube because there's no way I can tell that.
Yeah.
You've got to watch the whole routine. It's like 15 minutes, but
it's Jonathan's.
No, it's on Carol Burnett.
Oh, okay.
And Tim Conway's telling the story.
Just put Tim Conway elephant story.
Siamese elephant joke.
So, elephant story because it's one that didn't make it to air. But oh my God!
There's a lot of Carol Burnett that should have never made it to air, but that's all right.
There was.
Speaking of air, you're 45 minutes and your half-hour slot. You didn't do your advertisements.
You are right. Thank you, Mel. See, that's why I have you That's why I have you guys. Let me do the.
Tim Conway used to have those nice poignant pauses.
Oh yeah, and you'll love that one. Let me do a shameless plug here, folks. Remember, if you're in need of a coffee cup, I have them at my store. I also have, for those that are COVID scared, we have masks.
The grumpy vlogger diaper.
Chin diapers.
Chin diapers. Yes, for the old men that drool, this will work. Okay, I use it all the time. Keeps me from drooling on myself. Okay, and for those of you who want to hide your lack of hair, this is the dad hat. And nobody can even see that you don't have hair with this hat. Now, for those of you like me that have hair, this is the one you want. Okay. And don't forget, for my conservative friends with a patch on the right, and Steve just put the Teespring link up there. Anyways, that's the patch on the right for my conservative friends, and a patch of the left for all my good liberal listeners. So. And let me bring myself back. Which one of these is it? Buttons. There we go. Shameless plug. And don't forget, you can get my daily, if you want to just listen to me instead of seeing my ugly mug, you can download it at Spotify, the Grumpy Vlogger podcast. I'm going to be doing between 3 and 5 a week. And when I can arrange it, I'm going to start bringing in some guests. So if anybody would like to be a guest, I usually do it about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So anybody's got an afternoon free, I can bring in and we'll do a recording and talk about whatever for, 20, 30 minutes. And I've been keeping right around under 20 minutes is what I've been trying. So
I don't know how the hell you do it, especially if you get a guest on. We start BSing about everything in the world, and the next thing you know, 3 hours have gone. You say, what?
Well, that's it. That's it. That's why I've been setting a time limit on my, because, I was keeping my, that's why I went to podcast too, because I was keeping my vlogs. It took me forever to learn to get them under 15 minutes. Then I worked really hard to get them under 10 minutes. Then I finally got them down between 4 and 8 minutes, and that's about where they stayed. But then when I went to this, okay, Steve, thanks for putting everything up.
Take care, Steve.
Putting up the links, and you have a good one. And I'm not going to be doing vlogs because, as I've said before, let me put myself up here on. When I vlog, I normally have my camera, and I have my camera mounted up in the truck. But now, when I go out, instead of having my camera turned on to watch me, I have the camera turned down to keep an eye on Judy. And I have a camera in the bedroom that I can two-way communication, so I can keep in touch with her. She needs me, I can just, be home in a minute or so. So, but in lieu of the vlogs, I've been doing the podcast, and it's basically just a vlog done in this setting right here. It's just all my vlogs look like this, except I have a, let's see there. I have that overlay, and that's.
Who was it in the old days that used to do that? Not the, and that's the way it was. It was like an NPR blog, and it was like.
Talking about Paul Harvey?
Was it Paul Harvey? I think
Paul Harvey,
probably, yeah.
The rest of the story?
He did the rest of the story, and he did, he did a news segment every day, and that's what I'm doing. That's sort of what I'm doing is I'm going through finding funny news stories, and today's were predominantly about people who won the lotto this last couple of weeks or in the last month, and each one of them won strictly because a fluke. It was an accident. Like one guy, he was on his way to go to his favorite convenience store to pick up the game that he always plays. The scratch off. It was a scratch off. As he was going, his low fuel light came on, and he had to pull over and get fuel. He pulled over at a different filling station or gas station. He went in there. They didn't have his favorite kind. So he grabbed the other one. It was a little different and it looked like it would pay out. He won $10 million.
Jesus. Wow.
Yeah.
What I love reading is the stories of the people who have won that kind of money and like, where are they now? You know?
5 years later, they're broke and homeless in a ditch.
Yeah.
Some are dead, and Yeah.
Hey, Lloyd, can you do me one favor?
If I can.
Can you play your oh my God, it's snowing video?
Let's see. Do I have that on here?
Oh my God. I haven't laughed that hard in months.
Yeah. Let's see. Is this it?
Compliments of Sunrise Water Media.
Yes. I've got it if you don't.
There it is.
Oh my God, it's snowing. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's snowing. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's snowing. It's snowing. It's snowing. Oh my God, it's snowing. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
It's snowing. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's snowing. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's snowing. It's snowing. It's snowing. Oh my God, it's snowing. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's snowing.
Is that for the drivers of America?
Yeah. Well, that was taken. Chris at Sunrise Water Media did that, but it was taken off of Mel's show. It was last Sunday, and I was discussing the snowstorms. Okay, and I'm not going to repeat that again because I did that enough. But I was discussing that. We'll stand out there and we'll barbecue. Give me some sauce, Ma. I'm going to put a little more on these ribs.
There's a tornado coming, but we need to finish this cookout right here.
Need to finish this cookout. Let's get these ribs into the shelter, but let's get them good and cooked first, But let a little snow hit the ground, and, well, you saw what that is. Oh, my God, it's snowing. And I did that, and Mel says...
And then I got him to do it a second time.
Yeah, I did it like 3 times. I'm not doing it again, okay, folks? But
I'm sorry, man.
That was straight off the video. I mean, that wasn't any voice changes or
that was cut straight off my live stream. Yep.
Yeah, right off his live stream. And Chris wrote the music for it, and did all the music. Yeah, see, I didn't even use that. I didn't even use that.
Okay. Oh my God, it's snowing, but it's not as good.
The squirrel was apropos, though.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
the quick transition to the squirrel. That just did it.
Yeah.
And he took the video.
He's pretty creative. He puts out some pretty good work, and that he really did good with that.
He did great on that, and I was actually very flattered that he took the time to do that with me, even though it was. I've already got. There we go. Whoops.
Hey, cut that up. Cut that up and make that a 1 minute, and call it a short and see what that gets. Everybody keeps saying those shorts keep getting billions of hits.
It's only 25 seconds. That's the whole thing right there. It's like 24, 25 seconds.
Nope.
You got it up as a short?
Well, Chris does. Yeah, Sunrise Water Media. He has it up there as a short. So,
okay.
And if I don't have the link in the description yet, I will put it up to the link to it, because that was absolutely hilarious, and I was actually flattered that he put me in that. But he texted me, he uploaded it as a short, and but he actually wrote to me in Ken Heron's show last Thursday in the chat. He says, "I got a video that includes you in it." And I'm thinking, okay. God only knows what. Yeah, and so yeah, if somebody would put the link in the description if you haven't already, but yeah, feel free to
I see Rick Albert joined us.
Yes,
he joined a little bit ago. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't.
Rick put a post up on Facebook today. Yeah. He's all clean shaven and looking
good. I didn't see that. Now it's on Facebook.
Yeah, just in the last hour or two.
Yeah, yeah. And then yesterday, him and I were talking, and he didn't have a shirt on, and he made a joke about, I guess he needs a bra now or something, right? And I was like, "Nah, Rick, that's a new trend nowadays. Go braless, buddy."
Yeah, go braless, buddy.
Yeah. There he goes. Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Well, I hope. Yeah. Rick, I hope you get better, buddy, and get your butt home soon.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to him. I had a good talk with him Friday. It's short because but which is.
I tell you, Rick's one of the best guys in our community.
He's short.
He's done so much for all of us, and
he has.
He's been so supportive of all of us, and he's
a hell of a guy.
And he's a fun guy to meet in person and hang around with too.
Mel, that's one thing I regret. I wish I would have gone out to California. I was out there, before I was in the drone community and I wish I would have known him and met him, and and I hope I still get that chance. And I still got friends out in California. I hope I get that chance to go back out. I want to go out there soon and meet him. And Hope I get that opportunity.
And answer your question there, Captain Ray. That's news to me.
Yeah. No, did you guys have a good time flying though, or?
Roosevelt might be, but I'm pretty
That's
sure you
where
aren't, are you, Mel?
Not that I know of. That's that one of the times that I was flying with Rick was when I was talking about, in fact, last night on my show, was flying my Mavic 2 Pro, 5 to 10 feet off the water in sport mode, 3/4 of a mile away and losing signal.
Yeah. You were out there in one of those lakes up by one of his house. I'm trying to remember which one it was.
Folsom Lake.
Folsom Lake, yeah. I did that cold water challenge at Folsom Lake.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, that was cold. That's fed by Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, but it couldn't have been that cold. I mean, shit, there ain't nothing in California cold.
It don't matter. Where were you from at the time? Were you still a Pittsburghian?
No, I was living in Reno, and I went out to California with a girl I was still dating out in California. We went to Folsom Lake. It was during that time period they had that cold. Remember that cold water? It was a cold water.
They kept doing the ice bucket challenge or something. You're supposed to dump the ice bucket of water on you.
Yeah.
I watched a guy fill a backhoe loader bucket full of water. And they got the loader sitting up like this full of ice water, and he motions to the guy on the backhoe to go ahead and dump it. So he does, and instead of raising it up, he just flips it over and he hits the guy on the top of the head with the bucket when he flips it down.
Yeah.
I mean, people have done some. Hello, Bill. Coast to coast. People have done some pretty silly things with that.
Yeah. Do you remember when I put
Nina last night put a video out on Instagram where deliberately, she's standing on thin ice in a pond or a lake, and then she starts jumping deliberately because she's doing some kind of cold water challenge thing.
Yeah.
And there's already been one kid die from that just a few weeks back. That was, I think Ken Heron had something on his channel about somebody doing it. That's just
jumping on ice.
Yeah. They're jumping
how
on
would
thin
you do
ice.
that for?
Because they're idiots,
Yeah.
It's to get TikTok and YouTube,
No, that ain't worth dying for.
No.
But there's a lot of people that do the polar bear challenge though too, Jim.
Well,
that's a big deal.
That's a difference. Yeah.
I put that Dory drone in the water one time. Rodney Bell will remember this. I think you should remember it, Mel. And I'm sitting there wondering on the dock why I'm not getting the video. And I'm watching the damn thing float away. The tether came off it.
Oh shit!
That's what I said.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I jumped in the water after.
Yeah, I remember that video.
Without the tether, you can't even control it, can you?
Oh hell no! It's floating off on its own.
Everything's through that tether, right? Yeah.
And I'm in Florida. How warm can the water? I mean, cold can the water possibly get?
Right.
I couldn't get to my car. I took the thing when I finally got it, threw it to land, and I was just shivering to get into my car to get the damn heat on.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that video.
Tripping over rocks. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, it could have been worse. It could have been like John Oz and losing that. Yeah, I was kind of looking there, so I need to wind this up. But don't forget, guys, right after this, Drone Nation, Ron Brown and Marcus. And I forgot to say it. I'm going to say it real quick now. Condolences to Marcus. His father passed away, I think, Friday.
Thoughts are with you.
Yeah, so our thoughts are with you. And he may not be in here, but pass that on to him if you would, Ron. That all of us here send our condolences. So,
yeah, my dad's still in the hospital with pneumonia.
Is he?
Yeah. They moved him to a regular room yesterday. They took him out of a quarantine room, just to make sure he didn't have that stupid political disease that's going around. That,
I was going to say
that's
something.
making people really, really sick. So they made sure he didn't have that, and then they moved him to a room where he could have visitors. So,
yeah.
Is Chris back? I haven't talked to Chris Hope in about a
Yes,
week.
he's in chat.
Chris
He's,
is
I know,
back
I
in
see
work.
that. Is he?
he's back to work. He did a
100%.
live flight on Sunday morning.
Yep.
Yesterday.
I talked to him yesterday, Jim. He's kind of back to work. Well, he got his butt kicked this week.
Yeah, no
Everything
doubt.
that's going on. He was away from home for about a week, but he's still having problems with his one leg. He's got some problem with his ankle and his knee. He's hurting. I talked to him yesterday, and he was just kind of propped up in a chair and kind of relaxing a little bit. But overall, he's doing okay.
Well, so prayers out to Chris Hope as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Mm-hmm.
Well, it has gotten to that time of the night where all the fun and games are over, and I think we had a good show tonight. I appreciate all of you guys here. Let's go with, we'll kind of do the round closing here, and each one of you can stay back afterwards or not, but I need to get ready so that I don't cross over into Ron Brown's too much. But so let's go with this gentleman down here. Ron, what do you got going on right now in the next few days?
You know what, Lloyd, I'm just practicing a little bit with the 360 camera. Looking forward to coming down to Florida. I'm hoping I have that thing mastered by the time I get down there. And it's finally warming up here. We're up in the 40s, near 50, and
we were near 60.
Lloyd or Mel, I hate to say this, but I'm taking the rifle and heading out to the woods again tomorrow, looking for Mr. Kitty myself. Okay, buddy.
I had a little itch there, right?
So yeah, that's my day tomorrow. But
just remember the old saying that cats have 9 lives is true.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot, and I don't care what anybody says, but I've never seen it done. I've never seen 1 shot, 1 kill on a cat, and you probably never will.
Yeah, probably.
And I don't know why. You can drop almost any other animal with 1 shot, but you cannot do it with a cat.
What about a headshot?
Doesn't work. They flop around and claw and squall and scream and everything.
They're weird. Tough. They are tough.
I don't get it, but it's a fact.
Yeah.
And that's first-hand information, so I don't know.
All right. Well, you
have fun, Ron. Get a big one.
I'm hoping. The only thing is I can't hunt with dogs here. Over in Wyoming, they're allowed to hunt with dogs. South Dakota, you cannot.
You don't need dogs. Real hunters don't need dogs.
They help.
Yeah,
they sure do.
Cat hunting, they do. You know, there's certain animals. Dogs are nice to have. That's for sure.
Might help a city slicker.
Yeah.
Hey, I watched some show, and when the dogs tree them.
Yeah,
that's what Ralph did the other day. They found fresh prints. He had the dogs on a leash, let them go. 5 minutes later, they had the cat. See, the cats have small lungs, and they can only run a very short distance. And
at
5
full
minutes
speed,
later, and up the tree, and there he is. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Ron. Well, good luck and enjoy your hunting. Be safe. You know.
Yep.
And
stay warm.
We'll go to stay warm too. Be careful.
Lloyd, I wish you were able to make it down to Florida, buddy. That'd be a hoot.
Yeah.
You and Mel.
I think my days of going long distance anywhere are pretty well over now. So
yeah. I am. That's one thing I'm really pumping up for. I'm looking forward to. There's so many people on here that I've met.
It's March 20th in Sebastian, Florida,
just by name. But I'm really looking forward to meeting them down there.
Are you driving or flying, Ron?
I'm flying. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
So. Okay. Well, Jim, what do you got going on your channel? You've been working on DaVinci as usual.
I'll be hiding from March about 18th to 23rd. You won't find me. I'll be hiding in the woods somewhere because I hear there's about 20 people coming down here.
Oh, and so you're going to try to stay hidden so you don't have to meet any of them?
Yeah, I don't like any of you guys, man. I don't want to see you.
Yeah.
I got my new toy. I got to learn what the hell I'm doing with this, Ron. Look what I got, the speed editor.
Yeah. Well,
it's a learning curve, yeah.
One more thing I'm not going to learn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's going to be your next obsession after this? Is you kind of get, you're like me. You get locked into something and then you move on.
That's why I got rid of the Power Director 365 because I loved it. It's really is a great program. It's drag and drop everything and all, but they didn't have the HDR color. That was my only bitch, and I want to force myself to not use anything but this. That's what the whole idea. It's like you using vMix. I never got the full hang of OBS and
right.
Followed through with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Jim, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to is what can you do in DaVinci that I can't do in Final Cut?
Oh, you'll see.
That may be the thing that caused me to convert over.
Yeah.
It's incredible, man. It just is. But you gotta. I had bought. You can all make fun of me. I had bought a master class for coloring and all. It was like $1,000. So
I remember.
The way this guy's talking like it's for beginners and all that, and trust me, there's so many damn buttons and knobs and all this on DaVinci Resolve that you just can't teach someone how to color correct and all that.
You have to be a master to take the class, in other words, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to know what the hell you're doing before you start
Yeah.
playing with that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. So,
Which is
what do you
why
got
we all
coming up?
went to Cyberlink. It was so easy.
It was easy, yeah. And there's some good videos on it. There's a Power Director guy that
it's one of the top programs for photos. I was looking at something the other day, the best top 10 programs, and Photo Director was one of them, and I never used it.
Yeah, see,
Never.
I don't use it. I use I forgot. I think I use Paint Shop Pro for the most part, but I use I started using the Audio Director first time I've used it, and it is so simple. I just take the video I want, drop it in there,
and you could cut little pieces, right?
Well, for the audio, for what I'm doing for the podcast, I just drop it in there, and it, just, and then you just save it as an MP3. You hit produce, save as MP3, and there it is. It's done.
I liked it when I didn't have a song that was long enough. Let's say the song was only 2 minutes. I could take a piece out of the middle and then just make it, as much. Mel.
That reminds me. This is this is something I did want to show you guys that I forgot.
Make it full screen.
Yeah. Where am I at here? There we go. This was from a news story in Poland, Krakow, Poland. These 3 or 4 British gentlemen were seen getting into a hansom cab or a horse-drawn cab, wearing mankinis, imitating Borat, in his mankini. And they are being sought by the government because that's considered an act of indecency, which in Europe you wouldn't think it would be that way, but
really,
yeah. But anyways,
depending on where, I guess.
Yeah, and it's going to cost them like 5,000 Urkels or something.
Urkels.
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce it, but whatever it was.
one Urkel was enough. I can't imagine
5,000 of them.
That was a name that popped in the head. I don't, just. Anyways, 5,000.
I want to try that show.
13,
the program Mel was showing me, Ice. Anybody tried that? I know Mel has. That Microsoft Ice.
Microsoft Ice.
The image something program. You showed it to me, Mel. Microsoft Ice. It stands for image correction.
Education.
Nope, not me, Jim.
No, because he uses.
I'm an Adobe boy.
Yeah, you're Adobe fanboy. So
yeah, but you showed me that and the 3D thing on Windows. Remember, we did a half hour. You gave me a half hour instruction on the 3D program. Of Windows 3D. It's right there. You just type in
it's three.
3D.
Yeah.
You
'cause
you
you
talking about the for the 3D printer?
The stuff you
No,
were
no,
making
no.
for the printer.
Oh,
For the
okay.
printer. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's not
Yeah.
ice. That's
But the ice, no, the ice was something else. It's
Oh.
image composite editor. That's what it stands for.
Okay.
Image composition editor. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
and it's free.
and it's free. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Art. What do you got coming up before Jim starts talking again?
I just uploaded a video of the Stunt Elf RC car versus the JJRC Twist car. That is
Okay.
on my page. I just premiered it a couple hours ago.
Okay. Cool. We'll have
Yeah,
to
I saw
check
that
out.
pop up just a little bit ago.
Yeah. And Mel, what do you got? What are you doing this week?
Well, I've been converting that toy RC car to actually make it work. And I've got the steering put together on it. I got a
Okay.
speed control put in it, and I'm using the original factory motor, so I don't know how long it's going to last. But I actually got that car driving today. So
Oh,
tomorrow it's going to get a Osmo Action, probably, maybe a Ekin action camera. I haven't decided yet whether I want to use a cheap one or a good one. And Loom
Get some motor
cubes.
breaks down. Use a cheap one.
Yeah, right. Loom cubes. And I'm going to put lights and camera on it, and I'm going to send it under the house in the crawl space.
And get pictures of your league.
And just make my screen big just for a second, Lloyd, just real quick.
Absolutely.
Because I got to share this just one more time for Jim.
You see what they're saying in the comments about that?
What are they saying? What are they talking about?
Tearing their
First-
eyes out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
first
both
Jim's
are.
photos,
Jim's
now
photos,
now
now
mankinis.
The ladies
Yeah.
are going crazy. Hey,
yeah.
Lloyd, I'm sorry, but Mel, I do want to talk to you. You mentioned the word, reminded me, Osmo Action. I want to talk to you on that
Call me.
sometime next week or so.
Okay, call me. Just call me.
yeah,
You got my number.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, folks. I'm starting a timer. Let me put myself on full screen.
Good night, fellas.
Here.
Good show,
Good night,
Lloyd.
everybody. Lloyd,
Thanks,
thank you.
each and every one of you for being here, Jim. And I appreciate. I didn't leave you in the green room this time, and so
And
Good
now
job,
it's time
Lloyd.
for a station break. If any of you all from Alabama enjoy those moon pies and Coca-Cola.
All right. With that, I'm going full screen, folks, and I am going to start. Where's the timer? Let's see. Weekly end timer. There we go.
Good night, Lloyd.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
I appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to check over with Drone Nation, Ron Brown, and Marcus Crawford. Okay, folks, remember what I say. Let me pull that comment off there. There we go. Remember what I say, folks, when at the end, I always say, be kind, treat each other better than you would treat yourselves. You know, it would be a nicer world. And remember, all lives matter. And thank you for the prayers for Judy and myself. Thank you. Don't forget to keep Rick Halper in your prayers, Chris Hope, Marcus Crawford, and anybody else. Let's just have a really great week. And I'm going to call that a day. I'm the Grumpy Vlogger, and I'm out of here. Bye-bye for now.